What's up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Auxo SMP. I know what you're thinking. Another SMP. Really? Why? But this one is a bit different than I'm pretty sure most others out there in Bedrock. This is an SMP in Bedrock Edition 1.7. So, 1.7 is an interesting version, and I'll talk more about that later. But I just wanted to give a general progress update of what we've done so far. So this is our spawn. Looks pretty janky, as stuff all over the place. Now you may notice the illegal items we have, and whatever this water tile is doing. There are plenty of ways in 1.7 to obtain stuff like end tiles, nether portal tiles, water tiles, all that good stuff, pretty easily. And I will show a clip here of Dust getting the end tile right after he defeats the dragon, and it's pretty funny. So you should see how broken that is. But yeah, we've got all of that stuff. We don't have raids yet, so we have to sadly dupe our totems, but we have some of those. We have all of these illegal blocks, monster spawners. They do nothing, but it's kind of funny. Moving blocks, all that good stuff. And then here's our starter storage. We actually began over here at this village, but we decided to move back to spawn just for the simplicity of everything. But if we go over here, you can see there's still the remnants of us being here before. So we've got some portal tile trolling. We've got a sussy imposter. And then here's a few setups that were used to get the water tiles and the lava tiles over here. Make sure I don't fall into them like an idiot. But yeah, we've mostly cleared out and moved back to spawn. Down here is our skeleton farm. So if we go all the way down here, you will be able to see that it's not really a farm. Oh, well, I guess Dust actually did something with it. But beforehand, we had just voided the area for the memes. I wonder if that's still there. Has he completed all of the bottom part? Nope, not quite. But yeah, we voided the bottom part just for the memes because bedrock breaking is really easy in this version, and I'll get to that later. But let's go on to the next thing, which is the slime farm we dug out for no reason. So over here are the slime chunks that have been excavated for no reason. So we dug them all out, and then realized in 1.7, slime spawns are just like awful. Nothing spawns. So we've just decided to dupe them until we move up to 111. But yeah, we've got a big crater here doing nothing, just because. And I'm pretty sure there's an end. Yep, I can go right back over and I'll show you some stuff in the end. So this is the most developed part, I'd say. We've been doing a lot of projects here. You can see it's blocked off because we've been working with villagers. I'll get to that in a second. But if we go up here, here is our end island. It's got some pretty weird stuff, like a baby villager. And I don't know if the sugarcane farm still works, but it's just a zero tick setup. Oh, it is. Oh, it does still work. That's great. As far as the Endermen haven't broken it. Over here is our monstrosity of a center fountain, and that is because it has been converted to a torch farm. Yes, you heard that right. One of the members, programmer, he decided to make a farm for torches. I think it's been cleared out. Yeah, there doesn't appear to really be anything left in here. but I'm pretty sure what it does is repopulate the center fountain so torches keep breaking, and then they're just collected by the minecart below, which I think is pretty funny. And if we go over this way, we can see our very simple mob switch. So what we have here is, I didn't complete it yet because I'm lazy, but this is actually an ice road. So if this block, this block, this block, and this block are replaced by ice, and then you keep the boat going, even though there's just buttons here and regular blocks, you'll just keep going as if it was ice. And that's pretty funny, I think. So you just go all the way over here, and as you can see, there's like nothing here. How's there a mob switch? It's because in this version, armor stands count towards the mob cap. So we've got some armor stands right here, and this means the mob switch is on, and then if we put them into this area, that means they're out of the loaded chunks, and they will be turned off. Yes, we did activate a command that loads these chunks, but I think that's fine just for a mob switch, doesn't really matter. And since I'm low on food, I'm just gonna commit die. So back in the end, we are going to go this way. And over here is actually something I have designed personally. These are the piston dupers. So pistons are really weird in this version, like really weird. And I'm not gonna run these right now because the server just dies, but here we've got all of our duping setups and loads of sticky pistons and normal pistons. It works for both types. So I'm gonna go show you some of the janky piston stuff now. Alright, so we are in a test world, and this is where I designed our piston dupers. So as you can see, these are very small. The duping module is actually right here. This is it. So basically what I'm pretty sure is happening is we are powering and then unpowering this piston so that this piston powers while moving. And then the piston head enters a really weird state, and then we push it upwards, and that will actually dupe the piston. I'm pretty sure it's from updating the weird piston head, and then they think they're two separate entities, and then all that crap. I don't really know exactly why. But yeah, here's a setup, and for lucky, we can see it work. There we go. It is random, but as you can see, the piston has duped. And basically what we do is we are able to run these with a simple redstone clock, and then chain them up, and they are 2 wide mirror tileable. So we have like 4 wide modules right next to each other all the way along. And these are actually, the sticky piston ones have to have more air gap so they don't pull down the bottom pistons, but the normal piston ones can be this close to each other and still dupe. I'm gonna break this just so I can show you all this without my game actually dying, because both modules connected up would be a nightmare. No, actually we'll go over here. So if we turn it on, all of the pistons are going to start duping, and then they'll start flowing out at the bottom. Sometimes the items will get stuck, but eventually they get flushed down, and all they do is fall down through the hole, and all of the pistons will be collected, and on the server we have simple shulker loaders, so we can have bulk storage for them. As you can see, they come pretty fast, even though it's random. It's still pretty good. And we built our modules up pretty high, so we get a lot of output on this. So the next thing with this is that you can actually break bedrock with these weird pistons. So I'm going to show a setup and a video by Scooper here. He's not a member, but he wanted to experiment with this weird piston concept, and he made a really cool thing. A flying machine that just continues forward whenever it breaks the bedrock. And I think it's really smart, so I'm going to show it here. But yeah, that's the main things you can do with pistons in this version. They are really weird, but also really cool. So back on the server here, yeah, we have our piston duper modules just stacked super high. And these actually are just a server nightmare. They lag a whole lot, and they're like difficult to turn off because of how much stuff is moving. But as you can see, we've got modules stuck up at both sides. There's a sign saying don't turn on both dupers at once, of course, because the server just kills itself. But yeah, those are our piston dupers. I think they look pretty cool in these two towers. And let's move on to what we've been working on. So over here is our work in progress villager trading hall. Why did I say duper? So we've got a very compact slice by Obi. Stores 4 villagers per slice. And we actually use a really weird method for putting the villagers into each area called sand pushers. So if we climb up here, you see these little sand things right here. These are sand pushers, and that's a bunch of sand stacked in one area, and it just flings entities at Mach speed, so they just slide into each of their halls really easily, and just with the push of a button when we have the breeder up. So we've got all these slices for a trading hall. And then the part we've really been working on, which is the hard part, is the villager breeder up here. So I'll walk over to there and show you some stuff with it. So we are here at the villager breeder. It is almost done here. We have doors because villagers actually use pretty similar mechanics to Java 1.12. So I'm sure there's some interesting stuff to do with that. Right here, what we have is bread dupers in order to feed these 2 villagers. So if we just flip up that trapdoor, they will keep throwing bread infinitely, and it will all go down to the villagers. So we've got one of those for each villager pair. And yeah, those are pretty cool. I don't know how any of this works. It's all been dust doing that. But yeah, those are the things we've made on the SMP so far. Hope you enjoyed this. There will be more to come. We're working on some bigger projects. And I hope to see you guys later. Bye-bye.